Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today is a bonus Valentine's Day video. We're doing this super sultry velvet wine color eyeshadow, and cheek and lip we went full all wine tones. And for eyeshadow I did use the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions, and I also finally got to test out my new Burt's Bees blush, and you'll just have to see how we had a little bit of a hiccup with the blush, but I think it all came out nicely in the end. And yeah, I also give you a couple of lip options with this look as well. So yeah, you know, I went with the most vampy one. And I even put on some false lashes today. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what kind of look will you be wearing for Valentine's Day this year. Let's have a chat about that in the comments. And without further ado, let's get into this makeup. Good morning, guys. It is actually morning. I know, I'm up. And this is the bonus video this week for Valentine's Day. Anyways, I'm trying out a new coffee today. This is a keto coffee from Bang. Potent brain and body fuel. I'm trying to find me a good replacement for my Monster Energies, okay? That doesn't have a bunch of shit in it and junk, because I'm a crippling addiction to Monster mochas. Like the 300s or the regular, it doesn't matter. I don't like the Starbucks double, triple shots. I don't like the way their energy drinks taste. But I saw this at the store the other day, and it kind of tastes like a Monster, but not. I think it's going to be very much an acquired taste with this one. There's an off taste, like a definite off taste with this. It's just kind of like, off-putting. But this is Mocha Madness. I also tried the cookies and cream. Anyways, this is like 1 gram straight 8. I don't even know what that means. It's got BCAAs in here, amino acids, those I know are like good for you. 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. It's definitely okay tasting. And I'm a fan most of the time of keto coffees, but this, I'm trying to find some that I like. A lot of them have this, like, I guess it's the sweetener or whatever in them. There's this weird kind of sickly sweet taste. I'm just like, maybe I'll like acquire a taste for these and decide that they're my new favorite thing. I absolutely need one this morning because I'm dragging. I do not want to get out of bed today because my husband was on night, so he got in bed as I'm waking up. And do you know how hard it is to get out of bed when somebody comes and snuggles up in bed and they're going to sleep and you have to start your day and the dog's all cuddled up and happy? Everything's warm and toasty, just snuggy, and to pull yourself out of that, it's so hard. But anyways, today we're going to do a burgundy Valentine's Day look, and you know what I'm going to use for this look? The Mauve Obsessions from Huda Beauty. How many of y'all still have this? I'm curious. Look at these colors. Are these not like perfect Valentine's Day colors? I love this palette, and I haven't used it in like a long time. I know definitely we're going to go into these kind of reddish tones and some of these burgundy shades like this one up here. I don't know where she gets calling this a mauve palette. To me, this is more of a berry obsessions. Burgundy obsession. There's nothing mauve about this palette. So let's go ahead and get started. My kind of vibe for today though is definitely a Merlot wine vibe. I have a new blush that I'm really excited to use. This is from Burt's Bees. I love the packaging. Thank you, CVS, for this sticker that I can't get off. Thank you for that, ruining my packaging, but very cute bee stuff. And I've heard the blushes are really good. I've just not had any interest in trying either makeup because it just doesn't look great. But I love the embossing in this. I don't know if you can see that. That's so pretty. Anyways, this is the shade Velvet Wine. So that's kind of our vibe today. This is the inspiration. We're going to do a wine colored lip and the whole 9 yards. So very smoky, dark, romantic vibes over here. Let's get started. I'm going to start with the Smoky Obsession palette here. I'm going to grab just a big old fluffy brush and go into this kind of this creamy shade right here at the top, or at the bottom rather. I'm holding it upside down, even though I can flip the mirror back. This shade right here. I'm going to take some of that under the brow bone. I've already primed my eyes, by the way, with NARS Smudge Proof Primer. And I've put a bit of concealer and translucent powder over the lid to blank out my lids, aid in blending and all of that jazz, and prevent the creasing. I had to do some concealer on the lids today for sure because my eyes are a bit stained from yesterday's look. I did that red liner and my eyes were a bit irritated from having the removal process, and I don't know, they just feel kind of irritated. Sometimes red pigment does bug me just a tad. So my eyes just feel a little sensitive today. Alright, I'm going to go down to a smaller size brush. I think I'm just going to grab a, what do you call this? A diffused crease, I believe. Yeah, a diffused crease from Sigma. My goodness. Hello. And I'm going to lightly go into this pink shade right here. This kind of deep pink. And just start to bring that through the socket line to build up a transition and blend it out. Alright, cool. Man, I hope I freaking wake up. My goodness. My eyes feel so heavy. I hate that feeling. Like my brain's awake, but my eyes are just... Alright, and now I think I'm going to go to a bit more of a concentrated brush. Let's see here. Do I have a more concentrated brush out? I do not. Is that what this is? Firm Blender. That's the brush I'm looking for. And I'm going to take some of this deeper pink shade right here, kind of a reddish burgundy color. I'm going to take a bit of that and start to work that into the socket as well. Ooh, that's a bit more vibrant than I was anticipating. I forgot. Damn. Well, that is quite bright, so I'm going to want to tone that down a little bit. I'm going to go back to my diffused crease and really blend that. Boy, that was much more vibrant than I was anticipating. I don't care for hot pink on my eyes. So I'm going to go back to maybe that pink I used previously. See if that kind of blends that a bit. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take the taupe shade right in the center here. I'm going to use that to kind of tone down the pinkiness. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'm just going to dust that over top. And that definitely tones it down. Takes down that vibrancy just a bit because, whew, dang, that was way more vibrant than I was planning. Holy shnikes. Back to my big brush. And that cream shade. And knock that back a bit. Alright, that's a bit more subdued, huh? Still much pinker than I was anticipating. Well, let's go ahead and jump into that deepest shade now. Right here and see what happens. I'm going to take a medium super. And I want to put this on the lid. Okay, I like that shade. It's got some brown in it. And blending the edge out. That's nice. Okay, hey. These are looking better. Sweet. Alright, I just want to layer a touch of this more raspberry shade that was a little bit more vibrant on the lid over top. I feel like those two would kind of blend it together. Make a beautiful wine shade. Yeah. There we go. That's the color I'm looking for. I probably should have started with the lid and blended out. You see my eye watering so bad over here. So they're a little irritated today. Okay, now I'm going to take that purple darkest shade and kind of just use that to deepen up right out here and at the lash line a bit. Just kind of like this. It's not a super pronounced color, but it's just adding that little bit of depth. Yeah, those colors are pretty together. Let's maybe take a little bit of one of these. Let's take the lightest shimmer. I want to put that on the inner corner. It's this one right here. Just gonna dab a bit right on the inner part and brighten that up. That's pretty. This palette creates a pretty look. Quite a few pretty looks I've gotten out of this palette over the years. Alright, and I'm going to take the shimmer in the center right there and maybe just pop a little bit in the center of the lid. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's nice. That is nice. Just to give a little bit of a shine right there. And make it back to my burgundy. Blend those edges. I'm going to take a small firm blender now. Add some depth in. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of liner. They go along the upper lashes. I'm going to use a bit of Pillow Talk eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. I think I want a little bit more of that shimmer on the center of the lid. There we go. It kind of got lost. This gives a little bit more kind of movement and depth to the eye. Alright, I'm going to clean up this fallout in the shape with some face primer and a Q-tip, and we'll be right back. Okay, so that is the fallout cleaned up. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and do my face makeup and we'll be back for the lower lash line and finishing touches. I'll see y'all in just a minute. Okay, I just finished up skin and popped on some lashes and mascara. On the skin, I have the Age Perfect 4-in-1 Balm, and I set that down with the Fit Me powder in Fair. What else did I use? I used some lashes from Shop Miss A in Alexis, and I trimmed them down quite a bit for my little shrimp eyes to make half lashes. So I got about a quarter of the lash on my kind of outer part. And then I blended my real lashes in with some Bite Upswing, which is perfect because it makes my lashes look almost like falsies. So it just blends them in flawlessly. So yeah, that's where we are, and I have contoured and bronzed with the Tarte's contour palette. This was products I'm just trying to finish up, kind of get some use out of, as well as the Fit Me powder. They're in my products I want to use up this year box. Now let's do this lower lash line real quick. I'm going to go straight into this darkest shade that we used. Well, no, this is the darkest shade. We're going to use this dark maroon here on the lower lash line. I'm going to take it on the medium sweeper and kind of focus that on the one side of the brush. And I'm going to run that right on across and let it flow up. Right, and do the same on the other side. I'm going to take a little bit of Pillow Talk eyeliner in the outer corner of the lower lash line. Give this a little sharpen, just to add a little bit of definition right out there. I'm going to do just a little tight line real quick because I can see flesh peeping through my lashes and that bugs me. So I'm going to take this little Marc Jacob tight line eyeliner and just come right into here. Alright, that looks a lot better. And my eyes are a bit watery on this side, so I'm going to take it easy on it. Not overdo and irritate it anymore. I'm going to take that deepest purple though in the palette and just tuck it right there. Let's get a little depth out there. It's not really wanting to stick on that side because it's watery, so I'm going to leave that alone. So I'm trying to soften this out a bit over here. Yeah, that eye is watering way too bad to mess with. Nothing's wanting to stick and it's just starting to run. Ooh. Okay, we'll leave that alone. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of this lightest shade on the inner corner again. I'm going to give that eye a break on the outer corner. I might come back to it if it has calmed down enough. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to leave that be because it is getting a bit angry. Try to get them to look even here. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with Blossom Glow from Wet n Wild. I'm going to put some of this in the inner corner also to really brighten that up. Just a little kiss of it. Give a nice glow. Diffuse crease side of this, and I'm just going to kind of dust that right under the brow bone just a bit. Just a tiny bit there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring this onto the cheekbones also. Okay, cool. That looks nice. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with that beautiful wine shade. This is Velvet Wine from Burt's Bees. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a light hand. Gonna knock off the excess. That's a pretty color. Ooh. Oh man. Yeah. Use a very light hand with this one if you pick it up. Holy cow. This is so pigmented. It doesn't blend very well. It's kind of patchy. But does that not look patchy to you? That looks a little patchy to me. I'm going to take a clean brush and go over the top of that with nothing on it. Or a powder brush maybe? Kind of help that out. That just felt a little patchy going on. I mean, it's a cool color, but maybe it's the brush. Let's try a different brush. God, it picks up so much product. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, it's a little patchy looking at first, but now it looks alright. It's very pigmented. So yeah, like I said, light hand with this one. I'm gonna kind of knock that back just a touch with some Hourglass powder. Soften it just a tad. Okay, it's not awful. That was just went on a bit different than I expected. Look at my hand. Like, good God. The hell kind of powder is this? And then super pigmented. Holy cow. A bit 80s looking, but you know, it's not bad. I think it looks good on camera. I mean, in person might be just a bit much. Kind of pat that down a little bit. Okay, I think that looks better now. Right, okay. So there's that. Let me get my hand wiped off. Goodness gracious. It's like literally planes, trains, and automobiles outside right now. Train went by, now there's a plane. Constant cars. Goodness, it's a loud day. The traffic's been loud since I got up today for some reason. Like, I've noticed it. And yesterday too, like, I distinctly noticed traffic noise. What's going on? It's usually that loud seeming. I do want to revisit this blush with like a neutral eye look or like a nothing eye look to see how it goes with it, because maybe it's kind of competing a bit with the eye, a little overboard. But and I'm gonna have to go in with the lips as well, so that'll be something I would like to do in the future. Eyes are done as good as they're getting. I'm gonna do some I'm gonna touch my brows up real quick. I've touched up the pencil, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this Stick It brow mascara. Take off a lot of the excess. This is a bit of a messier product. I'm gonna try to remember to get this in the lighter shade. I think I have, what, black. I want it in the dark brown. I didn't mean to buy black. I meant to buy a dark brown. It was just in the display was all kerfuffled. Because I actually really like this product. That's a nice brow gel. A nice tinted brow gel. It gives me the soap brow vibe and fluffiness, but with a bit of fill. It's kind of perfect in between product for me. I do see NYX or e.l.f. brought out the soap brow product like what was with the Tovlo collab from the Electric Mood that I love so much. I was like, they need to make this permanent. It's so good. It was one of the best like soap brow type products and so affordable. And I see they brought it out, and they also have like the dupe with the brow freeze from ABH as well. So they have two different clear type of brow, soap brow type products. I want to try the brow freeze dupe one because I haven't tried anything quite like that yet, but I've tried like everything else. And the black does fine on me if I use kind of a light hand with it, but I still would prefer to have it in the lighter shade just because it suits me a little better. And I'm going to take my Lift and Snatch in Ash Brown, fill in some gaps. Okay, let's move on to lips now that we got everything put together here. I do think that that blush would look good with a very neutral, just contoured eye, very natural eye, and paired with the ColourPop Sarah lip kit. I think that would be pretty together. But I was looking through my collection, trying to decide what lip would look good with this, because that's what I originally pulled was a Sarah lip kit, but it's just way too warm. That's why my lips are stained. I was trying it on and ended up actually pulling for something a little different. I pulled just a lip liner in Vintage and then 2 lip glosses. One's more like of a sheer wash of color, you know, just kind of that traditional gloss with a little bit of color to it. And the other one is more like the liquid lipstick type of gloss where it's very opaque and solid. And I thought this color looked so pretty with this. Anyways, first we have the Neutrogena Hydrate Boost Hydrating Lip Gloss Lip Shine in Velvet Wine, which I thought was really funny because the blush we used is also called Velvet Wine. It's like, well, that it's meant to be. This gloss needs to go with this look today. And I had also pulled this from Jouer, and this is in the shade Bond, and it is one of their high pigmentation lip glosses. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Neutrogena one on with a little bit of lip liner to show you what that would look like, and then we're probably going to go in with this one because it's pretty. But for something a little softer, if you didn't want such a bold lip too, because I like a bold lip and a bold eye, I don't mind. So I'm taking a little bit of this lip liner though. This is Vintage from NYX. Just get a little shape. And what we do is just blur that and soften it. I need that little bit of a guide on my lips or else the lip gloss will go everywhere. Alright, so let's take Velvet Wine from Neutrogena. And let me give you a little swatch here. This is a very kind of sheer but velvet wine color. Oh yeah, this was a good choice. And the formula of these Neutrogena lip glosses are awesome. Like they're up there with the lifter glosses. They're not actually that different from lifter glosses at all because these have the hyaluronic acid in them as well. And if you didn't put a lip liner underneath, this would be a little more sheer. But yeah, that's pretty, and that's just a little bit more of an easy color to wear with this eye look. And yeah, I like that quite a bit. So here is that lip option. Also, I think Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Bomb, Bomb Gloss, whatever these are called, and Zen would be another pretty option as well. It's very similar shade. Or like Clinique Black Honey, anything like that I think would look good with this. Alright, so let's try the more bold lip gloss. I'm gonna just take a Q-tip here and wipe this off. Okay, and we'll take the Jouer and Bond. And you see this is much more pigmented. It's basically a lipstick. That's pretty too. It really is. Alright, this is our look complete. And I think this is a nice romantic, kind of smoky, vampy, sexy Valentine's Day look. It's not quite your traditional reds. It's more of a plummy wine, purpley, burgundy color story. And I think it looks really nice. And of course you could go with more of a mauvey, softer lip, or you could go more berry like this, or the middle ground, which is the Neutrogena gloss, which I'm probably going to switch to later in the day because it's just easier to keep up with and deal with. But I do like the way this gloss looks with it right now. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me and seeing how I created this little Valentine's Day look, little bonus video. So, but yeah, let me know down below what you think and what kind of Valentine's Day looks do you like to do. Let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye now.